What are the mistakes that you must avoid as a beginner if you are learning English? Today in this video I am going to talk about the mistakes I have seen most English learner are making. Now in this video I am going to talk about those mistakes that you must avoid if you want to become a fluent speaker in short amount of time. These are the mistakes I made myself and it took me so long. If I had not made those mistakes, probably I would have become a fluent speaker in this language sooner. Now I just don't want you to make the same mistake. Just watch this video till the end to make sure that you're not making these mistakes as a beginner. Now let's talk about the first mistake that you must avoid as a beginner. Like if you want to become a fluent speaker, this is the biggest mistake that can stop you from becoming a fluent speaker in this language. This mistake is you focus too much on learning grammar rules. I just don't want you to indulge into learning complex rules of grammar. I just want you to avoid this mistake as a beginner. Like I have seen most of the people who start out learning English focus too much on grammar rules, knowing that this is going to help them speak English fluently, but this never happens. I made the mistake. I learned almost every rules in grammar, but it was not helping me speak English fluently. The only way you can speak English fluently is by avoiding grammar rules. I just want you to avoid grammar rules if you want to speak English fluently. Learn basic grammar rules to form sentences, but if you indulge into complex grammar, you will not be able to speak English fluently, because you will think if this is right or this is right. You will always be in your head if you learn too much of grammar. I have seen people speaking with rules and they speak too slow. The concept of speaking English correctly with all the grammar rules slows you down. I think this is one of the biggest mistake that you must avoid as a beginner if you want to become a fluent speaker in short amount of time. Now let's talk about the second biggest mistake that you might make as a beginner if you are learning English. The second biggest mistake is that you don't speak this language every single day. Yeah, I made this mistake when I was learning English. I was thinking that once I am done with grammar rules, then I will start speaking English. Once I am done with reading books, then I will start speaking English. Once I am done with listening too much of English, then I will start speaking in English. No, you should not wait for perfect moment to start speaking. I want you to just speak this language every single day. If you don't have anyone, talk to yourself. Tell yourself a story every single day. Read a story, then repeat that story in your own words. This is how you are going to build fluency. This is how you are going to become a fluent speaker in short amount of time. That's what I'm saying, man. So what you need to do, you need to tell yourself a story every single day in English. Narrate your day activity if you don't have anyone to talk. Like if you don't have anyone to talk to yourself. Narrate your activities that you do throughout the day. This is how you're going to become a fluent speaker in English. I didn't have anyone to talk to when I was learning English, but I told myself a story every single day. I was narrating the day activities that I was doing throughout the day, and this is how I become a fluent speaker in English. I now don't have any difficulty in expressing myself. Now let's talk about the third biggest mistake you might make as a beginner. This is not a mistake. It's very important for you to understand. I have seen most English learners who are just starting out expect fluency too soon. Yeah, you don't have to expect fluency too soon. The English learners who are just starting out speaking English are like, when will I get fluency? How much time would it take me to become a fluent speaker in English? Like they are always questioning, how much time is it going to take me to become a fluent speaker? And this is what you have to avoid. You have to be patient. Like if you learn any language, I'm not talking only about English. If you learn any language, it is going to take time. This is the harsh reality. It is going to take at least 2 to 3 years to become a fluent speaker if you try hard. If you are giving 1 hour every single day and expecting that I will become a fluent speaker in just 3 months, it is not going to happen, man. Like this is not going to happen. You have to be very patient with learning any language. If you are English learner, I want you to give at least 1 year on learning this language, if you want to become a fluent speaker, this is the timing that it took me to become a fluent speaker in English. I practice every single day. You have to be patient. You have to practice this language every single day. If you don't have anyone to talk to yourself, tell yourself a story, narrate activities that you do throughout the day, and this is how you're going to become a fluent speaker without questioning. Now let's talk about the biggest mistake that you might make while learning English. The biggest mistake is being inconsistent with your efforts towards learning English. Yeah, most English learners I have seen are not consistent with learning this language, and this is the very thing I believe can hold you back from speaking English fluently. This is the very thing, and now I want you to be consistent with learning English. If you want to become a fluent speaker in short amount of time, the very thing you need to do is be consistent with learning this language. Consistency matters. Consistency matters. I want to repeat it again. Consistency is the key to success. Like in any field, if you are consistent, you are going to win the game. If you are not consistent, no matter, you are going to lose the battle. So consistency matters a lot in learning a language. So now I want you to just be consistent with this language. Most English learners don't maintain consistency, and I think they are not able to maintain consistency because they don't have a reason for learning this language. They don't have a clear why. So if you are smart enough, I want you to just find out your why. Why are you learning this language? This will help you maintain consistency. This is what I did. Like I figured out what was my why. It helped me with maintaining consistency, and I learned this language. Now I have no difficulty in expressing myself. Now I can express myself fully in English. That's what I did, man. These are the fourth biggest mistakes that you might make as a beginner